taking on Russia. 16-year-old Matvey Michkov leads the tournament with 10 goals.
Michkov is a real dangerous scorer. He only needs a couple of chances to make good on him. The 10 goals is no accident.
Meanwhile, Group B winner Finland is looking for more of the same after beating Russia in the preliminary round. There's one spot left in the final. Will it be Finland or Russia? Puck drop is next. One semifinal game down, one more to come at the Under-18 World Championship in Texas. And these two teams know each other pretty well. Russia and Finland were both in the same group in the preliminary round, finishing 1-2 in Group B, and now they get to face off again, this time for a spot in Thursday's gold medal game. And thanks so much for joining us here on TSN. I'm Laura Dyken, joined alongside Dave Poulin, our analyst. And earlier in the day, in case you missed it, in the first semifinal, it was Canada taking on Sweden. Sweden looking to right the ship, I guess we can say, for a little revenge after that 12-1 loss in the preliminary round, Dave. But it was more of the same. More of the same.
The bigs were the bigs today. Shane Wright was terrific, a goal and 3 assists. Connor Bedard with 3 goals. And the young Regina Pats players just been dynamite. This is his second of the night, posting in. And in certain situations, he'll have an opportunity and miss and come right back to the same place and find a way to get it done.
This is one of the deepest and most talented teams we've seen from Canada at this tournament for some time. Canada playing for gold for the first time since 2013. But who will they play? With more on this semifinal between Russia and Finland, here's Craig Button and Brian Mudryk.
So, Laura, we just saw 15-year-old Connor Bedard put on a show for Team Canada. He had a hat trick. He's tied for the tournament lead in points with 12 with Matvey Michkov, who's been a superstar for Russia all tournament long.
Yeah, I mean, he leads the tournament in goals, and he's a brilliant young player. And like really top-end players, they're real comfortable around the net. Yeah, and I guess he could play lacrosse. I didn't know it was so big in Russia, but he shows off that lacrosse goal. Everybody's doing it. And then he harnesses his inner Matthew Tkachuk with the between-the-legs snapshot from distance. And Ivan Miroshnichenko, I mean, just a superb player. He's got size, he's got bulk, he competes with that body, and he's got the great offensive instincts. Both these players represented Russia at the Youth Olympics. They won the gold, and these two guys were dominant, and they're real key players to Russia at the U18 tournament.
As Russia trying to get back to the gold medal game, they lost the final to Sweden in 2019. They have not won the gold medal since they were in Finland back in 2007.
Matvey Michkov inching closer to that single tournament goal scoring record. Alex Ovechkin and Cole Caulfield holding on to it with 14. 4 goals back, 2 games to play quickly. Do you think he does it?
I think he does it.
Oh, boy.
I do.
Okay. Well, we know all about Russia's firepower when it comes to offense. Finland, you may be surprised to know, has scored the 3rd most goals in this tournament, Dave.
And it's been one line doing all the damage. They loaded up their big line, unlike Russia, who has their 3 scorers on 3 different lines. Ville Koivunen finds the rebound in front of the net, knows where to go, gets his space, bangs it home. Just real good eye-hand coordination. And these guys, Samu Tuomola and Samu Salminen, this isn't the first time they found each other in this tournament, and it likely won't be the last. As I said, they've loaded the big guys up. So that'll be the matchup that Russia's looking for tonight to contain that group.
Now, Finland rallied to beat Russia in the shootout in their preliminary round game, so we get a rematch of sorts in this semifinal as well. Russia and all that offense, well, the defense playing pretty well as well. Russia hasn't allowed a power play goal since its opening game of this tournament, just 4 goals period over their last 3 games. It's almost time for puck drop, semifinal number 2 from Texas.
The IIHF Under-18 World Championship on TSN is brought to you by Esso. The Esso brand has fueled Canada's love of hockey for over 80 years. By Nike, official gear of Canada's national hockey teams. By TELUS, the network that gives back to help connect Canadians in need. Let's make the future friendly, together. And by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Team Canada.
Down Dallas. Welcome back to Frisco, Texas. About a 20-minute drive north of downtown Dallas. It is our second semifinal of the day. Russia, Finland. Your referees, Christopher Holm, Stefan Renault. Your linesmen, Kevin Briganti and William Hancock. Russian netminder to start things off in the semifinal is Sergei Ivanov. He's got the second best save percentage in the tournament. Meantime, Aku Koskenvuo gets the start for Finland. 6'4", 181 pounds. And he beat Russia 4-3 in that shootout, the comeback win for Finland in group play. Head coach for Russia is Albert Leshov, the 49-year-old coaching Russia in his first major international tournament. And for Finland, it is Petri Kerilainen, the 40-year-old, also his first major tournament behind the bench. Head coach of the U17 World Hockey Challenge in 2019 in Canada. As we're underway in our second semifinal, winner moves on to take on Team Canada in the gold medal game tomorrow. Loser will face Sweden for the bronze. As the puck dumped in by Salamin. Yurov can't clear the zone, held in as he's one of the top scorers in the tournament. Dania Yurov busting in, what a move, backhand, and a great chance early. What a start as Koskenvuo had to be sharp. Svechkov looking for the pass from Yurov. Yurov gets it back right in front as this line buzzing early. Novikov chips it back in for the Russians.
It's an excellent line for Russia. Fyodor Svechkov is a complete two-way centerman, does it all for this team, and Yurov and Roshnachenko, they're both not eligible until the 2022 draft. Key players.
Head up, head up, head up.
The captain, Nikita Chabrinkov, out there, wears number 19 for Russia. He's got 10 points on the tournament. Ranked 19th on Bob McKenzie's draft list. A couple of star players on both sides. Poltopov gets it back to his defenseman as Figuerin will dish it off. Russia so close last year. They had star power in net. Askarov was brilliant. Just could not get it done versus Team Sweden in Örnsköldsvik. Here's Kapanen up the right side. He'll start, wait, shoot. Bouncing puck, rebound available, but Ivanov finds it. Good little rush up the right side from Oliver Kapanen. His uncle is Sammy Kapanen, cousin Kasperi Kapanen, the Penguins' first-round pick.
Well, this is the play by Yurov, a really good play, getting into the middle of the ice on the backhand, and Koskenvuo makes a good save. Kapanen from outside. Relatively easy save for Ivanov.
Jäntinen to take the drop for Finland. Russia able to control. Rodinyan up the left side with speed. Rodinyan centering pass, chipped, and just wide. There's Gadamak cutting in for Russia. Makarov dancing in, still in the puck. Makarov going around the world, back up top. Rodinyan, wrist shot, good block in front. That is high and stays it, or did that hit? That might have hit one of the ropes or part of the ceiling as they whistle it down. Thought it stayed in play. It did not.
Russia can be very strong in the offensive zone. Their defense become part of the attack, and they got the size and the ability to keep you defending. Can wear you down in your own zone. Got to be clean with the puck. You're going to find yourself in there longer than you want to be.
Pass in front, backhand try, rebound. Oh, good opportunities inside and laying up for the staves. Koskenvuo, two fantastic saves for Finland in the early stages of this semifinal. Dumped around the boards. Salminen plays it back up to the blue line. Vilin shoots from distance. That miss goes into the corner. As Dania Yurov able to clear the zone. Roshenchenko, good little spin move, but Koivunen took the puck away. He'll engage it in deep, go off for a change. Meantime, Finland's last goal in Russia a couple of years ago. A couple guys you might have heard of this little move breaking in. Backhand drive, scores! Daniil Lazut Middleton breaks in for his first goal of the tournament, and it's 1-0 Russia.
And Danil Lazutin is a real good young player. He had a real significant bout of COVID this year that really impacted him significantly, as it's impacted a lot of players. But his ability to skate, he jumps right in here, and that's a snap backhand. Russia's had 4 great scoring chances in the first 3 minutes and 8 seconds, and Koskinvuo has no chance on this one. That's just a perfect shot and entering the zone with speed. Early on here, Russia in full attack mode.
What a beautiful shot up top as Russia a 1-0 advantage. And a quick strike as well, speed through the neutral zone and the offensive zone, and bang. As Lambert comes in with speed, little backhand, handled by Ivanov. And is that puck?
We have the old classic
Straight
puck over glass.
Yep.
No question. Here's the goal again, Lazutin. I mean, he gets that pass in full flight, and that's a real tough play to defend against. And there it is. We'll flip over the boards. Over the glass.
So Finland, the 6th-ranked power play, and they'll have a chance to go to work. Russia, 3rd best penalty kill at 81%. Special teams, such a factor, especially in the late stages of these tournaments. As that is chipped down the ice. Suomi curls in his own zone, starts it up ice for Finland. And Suomi will dump it in. Salminen tees it up, back up to the blue line. Tuomala running things at the point. Salminen near circle, works it down low. Atik is parked in front. Rich shot up high and just missing. And Salminen, 5 goals in the tournament, was looking top shelf. Another try in tight, kick save, scores! Went right through. So a power play goal. Samu Salminen, the captain's got 6 on the tournament, and it's 1-1.
Salminen had the first shot that went over the net. And then as he stepped in here, again, he delays just a second here to get the puck. And then it redirects in between the legs of Ivanov. Looks like it goes off of the skate of Sapunov, number 15. Well, he interferes with the pad enough, but so a puck over glass, delay of penalty, puts Finland on the power play, and now they get it right back at 1-1.
So a big spark from the captain. He's had a great tournament, 6 goals. Now 8 points and a 1-1 tie, so buckle up for this second semifinal. Good chances already at both ends and a couple of goals. As Novikov tries to clear, Lambert working on the forecheck. Svechkov spins around. Tomislav sends it down the ice. Jusola picks it up for Finland. Lepinen driving in, lost the puck. Lambert trying to help him out. Russia able to control. Tomislav doesn't like what he sees. He'll hesitate, wait for help, and then play the puck up. Stretched up the ice, missing the stick of Lazutin. Mother Larissa competed in 3 Olympics in cross-country skiing, won Olympic medal. So obviously the athletic genes in the family. As the young man got the first goal for Russia. Finland answering quickly. Makarov dumps it right back in for the Russians. Polkov knocked off the puck. Good job as Malainen took it away. Nico Huhtinen puts it in. And offside the call, they'll whistle it down as Ivanov was quick to play it to try get Russia going the other way.
There's the young Sergei Ivanov. There's the goal scorer. Just a really good, effective two-way centerman. There's really any what you would call this high-end flashy skill, but there's such an effectiveness to his game. Distributes the puck to the wing, plays great defense. Lots of room for growth in his game.
2 goals, 56 seconds apart. Nearly 6 minutes into this first period. As Michkov driving in. Michkov, penalty coming up now to Finland as you see the young Michkov, his speed, his talent, trying to cut in and strike, and now Russia on the power play.
Michkov has that delay in his game. He can slow down and gear up and keep you off balance as a defender. Just the shift there puts Sama on his heels there. There's a little quick maneuver, and the stick is clearly right into the midsection of Michkov.
So power play time for Russia. And they'll control the faceoff. Yaroshenko circles around, shoots, blocked in front. Russia able to hold, wrist shot, and that's right on as Dania Yurov, 4 goals, 11 points in the tournament. Spent some time with Magnitogorsk in the KHL this season.
We're going to really try to establish some presence in front of the net, and Yurov with the shot, but Duo with a real good look at it.
Look up, possibly a shorthanded chance, and there's the trip. Pass drop back, backhand try wide as Rusanen was following up.
Penalty shot.
And that is a penalty shot coming up. We saw one in our group with Dylan Gunther. We get to see one here in a semifinal.
The Finns are so good. They're always in good position. And you make a mistake, the puck kind of kicks out, and they're off. And now he draws the penalty. But because they're always in such strong position, they're so good at being able to take advantage of mistakes and opportunities.
So Sami Paivarenta gets the opportunity. Penalty shot on Sergei Ivanov. What a big moment in the hockey game in a 1-1 tie. Paivarenta into the backhand, ran out of real estate. Good job as Ivanov stayed with him, made the save.
Yeah, Ivanov ran him right out of space. He never showed a shot, and once he turns his hands over, he knows he's going for the fake. And now you just stay right with him. Excellent goaltending by Ivanov. And a little bit of a break. That Arseny Koromyslov, he's an underage player. He's a real terrific young defenseman, another top prospect for the 2022 draft. So many prospects here for the 2021 draft, 2022 draft, and yes, the 2023 draft.
Russia's second best power play in the tournament, just behind Canada. As Shabrikov sends it across. Nice little movement, tight wrist shot blocked. As Michkov let it fly, but it was blocked. And Finland able to pump it out of the zone. Kapanen bouncing high at center ice, looking for the puck. Shabrikov, the captain, moves it back in. As Poltpov drops it back. Michkov shoots, scores! He's got another one!
Don't be surprised. Watch how he gets this moving into the slot area, and then how he changes the angle to take advantage of the net. And there's a real good screen in front. But the young man he knows how to open up the net. And just a fantastic, just gets it back and then moves in and then changes it. And you can see where Kostin Gruo is a little bit off his angle. But the quickness, the eyes are up, and just a terrific, terrific shot. You can see where, the goaltender is really in poor position to face up to that shot. Michkov has a lot of net to look at, and he doesn't need a lot of net to score.
That is 11 goals in the tournament, 11 goals, 2 assists. The guy just loves to snipe. And phone call on line 2 for Cole Caulfield and Alex Ovechkin. the single goal scoring tournament record. Those two have been tied with 14. And Michkov's coming after him. You heard Dave and Laura talk about it. Laura, Dave figures he's going to get it. Unbelievable. So this is up to the minute now. Matvei Michkov, 13 points. He came in tied with Connor Bedard, but obviously goals are king. And he's got 11 now. He's just 3 shy of that single tournament goal scoring record. So pretty fun stuff to watch. As Alexei Hemosumala, stick handling. Suomi towards the net, goes behind the goalie. Right at the line, a good battle for the puck as Spakunov trying to pump it free. Suomi again spinning around. He'll work it in deep, and that comes to Dinia Yurov. Yoshinchenko trying to shake off Kapanen. Good job by Kapanen. He's on the puck. Took it away from Miroshnichenko. To the far boards. Ylöniemi trying to pop it free. Get into a dangerous area. Comes to the right of the net, still loose. Kapanen battling for it. Picked up by Finland. Wrist shot up high. Lambert let it go. In and out of the glove. As Ivanov got a piece and knocked it down. Svechkov and Russia trying to clear, and finally they will. Swung right in front of the benches and dumped in. Russia looking for a change. They're going to take one.
The whole sequence begins because Miroshnichenko gets pressured by Kapanen. The Finns put you in tough spots, and if you don't make the right decision or the right play, it comes back against you pretty quickly.
Pavel Renta waiting for help. He'll stop, turn, wait, shoot, tipped in front. Didn't get all the way through. As Rusanen providing the screen in front. Another wrist shot off a stick and high and out of play as Joakim Kimmel let that one go. Couple goals early in the semifinal, but it's Russia enjoying a 2-1 advantage. All time of the tournament, Finland 4 golds, 3 silver, 4 bronze, and the last gold medal, it was in Russia. Setting up that goal shorthanded, yet that was Jesperi Kotkaniemi, also a teammate to Capo Kakko on that team, and that was a real nice feeling as Finland wins gold in Russia back in 2018. Face-off controlled and won by Finland. Wrist shot through traffic. Battle brings it all the way up top. Another shot, bouncing in front, scores! Knocked in late as Werner Miettinen able to find it and finish. It's 2-2.
Finland's ready to take advantage, and the puck is not really settled, but they're fighting for it and they're looking for it. They win the face-off, and then they get the puck, and now it's bouncing around, and it comes back again off the glove of the Russian player, and then there's Miettinen right on the spot, very attentive, very alert, and as the puck kicks right to him, he makes no mistake, hammering it home. Now we're into review time, looking to see if it was a high stick. Now keep in mind, it's got to be below the crossbar. It's not the shoulders, it's the crossbar.
So ruled a goal on the ice.
From our angle, it looked like it was good, but it sometimes can be a very, very fine line as the puck comes down. Yeah, there's no question that's a good goal. No question. He let it come down, and then he gave it a really good backhand smell. Yeah, that's good. There's no question about it. This should be a very quick review.
Very nice hand-eye, regardless, to knock that down, sweep it in the net. That's the Swedish referee, Christopher Holm.
But he also waited. He waited. And you know, that's not easy to do, to have the patience to wait, and then you have the eye-hand coordination. Goes off the glove of Kovachko, and there's Miettinen right all over it.
U18 was in front in the crease. I'm wondering if they're looking at it as at a goalie interference rather than, because you're right, Craig, it's a no-brainer for the right there.
Oh yeah, no question there. Yep. We're looking at the wrong thing. We get focused in on the puck, and if it's a high stick, right, and then, you know, you're looking to see, is it below the crossbar? Did he do it right? Now and that's what they're having the discussion about. Did it prevent the goaltender from being able to make a play on the shot? And keep in mind too, Ivanov is in good position here. That's a tough one. He tries to avoid him.
So a pretty long discussion and video look as Christopher Holm will make the call. And you're right, Craig, it was a fine line. I mean, it was called a goal on the ice. They had to see a lot to overturn it. There was no doubt the stick was below the crossbar. So
well, two things to look at on the goal, yep. Right? The high stick, number one, and then the goaltender interference. The high stick was not a high stick. It was pretty clear.
So a nice little boost here for Finland. Off the turnover wrist shot, that's high and wide from Poltapov. Off a stick, missed the mark. Poltapov trying to spin away from trouble. He'll free it up for the captain, and that pass through everybody. Missed the point man all the way down to Ivanov. Ivanov himself will wrap it along the boards, held in. Rudniemi hesitates, and that shot's definitely out of play, so another stoppage. And these two teams, they played each other tough in that group play game, as it certainly came right down to the wire. Russia had a 3-1 lead in the third. Finland scored in the final 2 minutes. It was Tuomala, and then they won it 4-3 in a shootout. So they're battle-tested, certainly in the tournament, and battle-tested against each other. Rudniemi curls around. He'll drop it off. Back up top. Kulomoni works it in deep. Kapanen couldn't get there in time. Russia brings it up ice. As Dania Yurov on the forecheck. Lambert, head up, sends across a nice pass. Driven in and stopped again, Sergei Ivanov. And what we've seen with these goalies, you're gonna have to get some shrapnel in front, as we've had 4 goals already in the first. We're tied up at 2. They've medaled in 16 consecutive tournaments. Not to be this time around. They still lead all-time big time. And look at Finland and Russia come in with 11 medals each. Obviously, Finland has 1 more gold. Russia losing that gold medal game in 2019 in Sweden and trying to get back there as we're through the midway point of this first period. In a 2-2 tie, Gadamak towards the net, and that shot misses everything and high and out of play. In these tournaments you've covered over the years, Craig, is it rare to see this many talented young players draft eligible a couple years out or another year out? It's pretty loaded.
It is. I mean, this is, you know, the premier players. It's very rare to have a player that's 2 years out from a draft. You have a late birthday, but for a true player like Connor Bedard, that's a rarity. But you do have the underage players that are a draft out, sometimes 2 out.
Turnover right at the blue line, controlled by Russia, as they'll try to move it up ice. Mitchkov was driving in, couldn't get his stick on the puck.
Those are the types of plays that Finland just eats you alive on. You want to come across the blue line in the offensive zone and throw it across. Finland goes on the attack.
Matika in the corner, back up to the point. Wrist shot knocked down in front. Good job by the Russians as Makarov got in the way. Takes play into the corner. Ontonen digs it free. Back up to Malainen. He waits, shoots, deflected twice and just wide. As that pinball twice and then went wide behind Ivanov.
This whole play starts because of the play at the offensive zone. Finland doesn't need help. So anything you want to do to help them, you're doing it like it's unnecessary. And they come into every tournament. I don't care if it's the men's worlds, the U20, the U18, the U17. Everybody knows.
Rosen on the forecheck, racing around for the puck. Tipped down the ice and sent in was Lazutin, already a goal in the hockey game, knocked off the puck. Samalainen back the other way, he'll drop it back. Kind of a whiff from Suomi. Didn't get a good pass across, no zip on it. They'll try again. Koivunen steps in, drives towards the net, and he lost the puck last second. Back up to Suomi. Driven in deep. Koivunen picks it up. Finland changing on the fly. Suomi, knuckleball. That was knocked down easily in front, never even got through. Chabrikov, brings it in. Chabrikov, wrist shot, kind of a wobbler. Hit a stick and went wide, almost fooled Koskenvuo.
Number 2 for Finland, Jimmy Suomi. It's the greatest national team name going. Jimmy Finland.
Lambert back up to the blue line. Throw towards the net. Lambert racing after it. His uncle is Lane Lambert, who had nearly 300 games in the National Hockey League. Yurov dangling around. Elects to go back up to the blue line. Takes the pass back. Yurov into the circle. High shot. Rebound in tight. Still loose. Jamming away. What a chance is Miroshnichenko. And finally the whistle is Miroshnichenko in battle mode right in front of the net, looking for that rebound.
Yeah, he knows where the net is. He knows how to get there, and he knows how to get there with the puck. And he's got an ability to get himself in positions, forehand, backhand. And he's a thick kid. He's a thick kid that engages physically. I should say he's a thick, young kid.
Kotelevsky on the draw for Russia. Play goes behind the goal line. Melahov picks it up for the Russians, turns around and shoots it right back in. Rodinyan in the vicinity, glove down. Kotelevsky into the corner. Russia some pretty good pressure, and finally Kulonumi able to send it up ice. Makarov spins around. Kulonumi starts to play up again, this time up the left side. Pinning off his man was Rodinyan. Good physical battle there. Makarov losing it behind the net. He's got to try get back on it. Up to the point. Big blast, and that stung. Right off the bat, play continues in Russia's zone. And they're able to move it up ice. Kotelevsky will fire it in for Russia. Heading off for a change. Wrist shot stop. Good positioning. Koskenvuo stuck with it, made the stop. Uchelnikov holds it in, wrist shot. Deflected. Miettinen will pick it up in the corner. Kind of a weird bounce. You got to be careful breaking in. Ontonen sends it across, and he fanned on the shot. The return pass. Oh, they had it teed up, and Mikko Matika couldn't ask for a better chance. Open cage and fanned on it. Emo Salmi starts the play down the ice. Quickly on the forecheck is Koivunen. Koivunen far boards, fighting for that puck. Russinen at the blue line, held into momentarily. Russinen now chasing after it. He'll finish his body check. Chabrikov. Again, not a strong clear. Good little move. Koivunen keeps it alive. Sent back up for Juusola towards the net, and that tip just wide. Nice little play, though, as Finland, when they get into the offensive zone, man, they go to work.
Honestly, Brian, they go to work wherever they are on the ice. There's not just one area, but they're quick to take advantage. So a little turnover there by Chabrikov, and all of a sudden now They're in attack mode.
Malainen trying to stretch the ice. That's off a skate. Miroshnichenko into the battle again, looking for the puck right in front of the net. Lambert reaching for it. As Svechkov picked it off, but an errant pass. Lambert's going to try use his speed and break in. Rodinian, good job to spin away. He'll skate it up ice, chip it in, using the boards. Svechkov, centering pass in front. Oh, kick stop in tight. Miroshnichenko robbed by Koskinen. And Lambert quickly the other way. Some nice stops, and the latest one from the Finnish goalie. Under 4 minutes to go in this first period. No lack of entertainment. Some power play time, some great chances, and 4 goals thus far. Emil Salmi got it in, retreats, but his forwards doing a good job keeping the play alive. Lambert spins and shoots it back in. Bromislav able to clear it back to center ice. Lepinen shoots it in again with his head up. Bromislav to the near corner. Demo digs it free. Has a great opportunity, and you're looking at the guy that had it. Ivan Miroshnichenko, look at this chance. Right in front, bang, pad stop in a 2-2 tie.
There's Ivan Miroshnichenko. What a chance. There's the play at the other end for Finland. A little bouncing puck, and again, the ability for them to take advantage. It's a good play by Novikov to get a stick in the way.
As that stretched up the ice, Melahoff was looking for the home run pass, broken up. Puck release back into Russia territory. Nietinen couldn't hold it in. It comes all the way back for Emil Salma. Up the right side, that's an icing call. So play will be stopped with 2 minutes 35 seconds remaining and face off in Finland territory.
So here's the play. Svechkov makes a great play. Little look, and then he makes a perfect pass. And Miroshnichenko, and it's a big-time save by Koskinen.
Russia up 12-7 in the shot department, and a clean win, but too clean, all the way to center ice. As Figurin sends it up ice, Michkov drop pass in the skates of Buchenikov. He couldn't pull the trigger. Jammed along the boards. Good job by Hultinen. Michkov again on the move. Michkov, wrist shot, looking to go up high. He's got an outstanding release. That puck just zips off his stick when he leans into it. Hultinen fires it in. He's going to lumber off for a change.
Michkov also disguises his shot. It's really tough to get a read on it because he keeps it in there. You got to be real sharp as a goaltender. If you open up, he's going to find it.
Minute 45 remaining in this first period. Russia patiently waiting to get set up. And miscommunication as Makarov at the hold up accepts the pass. Works the backhand for Sapunov. And again, Finland just waiting back for their opportunities and turnovers. And here they come. Back pass shot and a big block from Chabrikov, the captain. Kapanen below the goal line, trying to free it. Suomi reached for it. Eventually chipped down the ice. You're right, Craig, it's that hard-working attitude. Put your head down, your work boots on, and they've been taking advantage of Russian turnovers. As Russia comes here, wrist shot, rebound available. 3 jerseys skate by, including Svechkov, but a good job as Svechkov back out on it. As Suomi, though, pounds it along the boards, down the ice.
The other thing about Finland, they're really smart. They're smart individually, and they're smart as a group.
As Petri Karjalainen, the head coach, usually well coached as well, as again Russia taking their time to start the play up ice. Yurov looking for the one touch. He'll reach back. Pop Street Lambert had it, gets it back, and then chases after the puck right at center ice. Shot in by Malainen. Sergei Ivanov didn't like what he saw. He came out and played the puck. Yurov up the left wing. Tries to dangle it. It does. Backhand. What a move. Unbelievable. Dania Yurov plays for Magnitogorsk in the KHL, and he was showing off the smooth hands.
Well, he did the same move earlier in the game, and he gets the same move again, ends up on the backhand. But pulling the defenseman and going outside in, getting a glorious scoring chance. Koskin-Vuo again gets himself squared up nicely.
Metalurg Magnitogorsk, one of the host cities of the championship that we showed you the highlights of Finland winning a few years back. Also Chelyabinsk, 2 KHL arenas. Meantime, our focus is here in Texas, and yeah, it's going to be that kind of game, isn't it, Coach? As that is Albert Leshov, the 49-year-old. He was an assistant this year in St. Petersburg in the MHL, and yeah, get ready. That's just 20 minutes. We got 40 more to come. Very entertaining second semifinal here on TSN as your intermission is coming up. Speaking of a great job, how about Laura Dakin and Dave Poole, the captain? They've got you covered here at the Under-18 World Hockey Championship on TSN.
On the backhand, that was late in the period, and Koskin-Vuo right up to the task.
And no surprise, we had offense coming in. Russia second in goals for, as they now have 34 in the tournament. Finland third in that department. They have 28. Of course, Canada the #1 offense as we're underway here in the second period. As Svechkov racing after the puck, he'll go into the near corner. Svechkov trying to protect the puck. Rodinyan backing him up as the puck pops free back to center ice and dumped in again. So Svechkov goes to work again. Chugged along the wall. And picked up by the captain. Selmainen up the ice. Novikov with his head up. He'll pass it up quickly. Yurov reaching for it. Comes to the red line. And chipped up that right side. Tuomala tried to Miroshnichenko. Curls around. Waits for help. He'll flip it in with a backhand. Lepinen lost it. He'll drop it back for Papayas Vilin. He'll use the boards down the ice, and that's right to Ivanov. He'll chip it into the corner.
That was a nice little play by Ivanov.
As the pass right in front. Couldn't get the return feed. As circling around and then losing at the blue line was Poltapov. Poltapov is back on it. Little back pass in front for the captain shot. Poltapov, a nice give and go as he started that play at the blue line, then drove in. Kamel. Again, Finland content to just dump it down the ice, get some fresh legs out. Sapunov to the far corner. Played up the ice, bouncing around. Kulanumi takes a look, bangs it up the boards. Sapunov sends it across. Michkov into the play. Shot stopped as Michkov didn't hear the whistle, and as a good goal scorer should, he was looking behind the pads to see if there was a puck available.
Well, here's a really good play by Ivanov, and you talk about puck play. Sometimes it's just about making the right play that allows you to get out of your zone, take some pressure off your defenseman. That's an excellent example, and the young Sergei Ivanov showing very well on the Russian net.
Kotylievsky, part of that battle in the corner. Alexei Malinin. The defenseman has him pinned. As we wait for the puck to be freed, and finally it is. And again, Finland just dumping it down the ice. Rodinyan plays it back behind his net. Makarov keeps it moving. Malahov with speed shoots, and that was off Malinin. Didn't get through the net. Back up top. Rodinyan fakes the shot. Spinning in front, still loose. And digging for it late was Sevlod Gadamak. And again, the storyline in the game, it's Koskinvuo. He's standing tall, he's got good position, makes the stop.
Well, Albert Leshev, the head coach for Russia, this was him at the end of the first period. And I've seen a lot of coaches over the last number of years do exactly the same thing when they play Finland. How are we going to solve the Finnish puzzle, the Finnish conundrum, the challenges they pose for every single team at all levels?
Well, they got the elusive first goal, but full credit to Finland as that pass from below the goal line. That was crafty. Nice job by Fedor Svechkov. Try at all angles, and he flipped it in front. Matika Miettinen on the forecheck and given away, spinning wrist shot as U18 trying to take advantage of that turnover.
Well, I mean, Ivan Miroshnichenko, I mean, he's trying to make a play there, but there's certain areas on the ice against Finland you just don't even try. Don't even try. There's Ivanov, real good focus. So here's Miroshnichenko, and he tries to make a little flip play, but those are the ones that get you into trouble. He knows it. He'll learn.
I hear Dave Barr echoing in my ears with conversations from him throughout this tournament. Make smart decisions. Don't make it harder on yourself. Get good outlets, get it in deep, make the smart chip in, and you can times that by 20 versus this Finland team as they nearly give it away right in front. That was the captain, Nikita Chabrinkov, trying to break in, cannot. Tuomala. 10 points in the tournament coming into this hockey game. Always an offensive, dangerous threat. As that shot knocked down, Koivunen didn't get it through.
It was a really good play by Chabrinkov. Recognizing there was no really good play there. Just regroup it.
Tigarin trying to dig it free below the goal line with Lazutin. Good job as Russia able to clear. Chabrika starts to give and go. Couldn't get the pass back. Trying to bust in. As Poltopov couldn't get it to him. Nice steal though in tight. Ivansov stole the puck and keeps the cycle alive. Utomikov again lost it. And a little bit of space up the right side. And a good job defensively by Makarov. He got back and closed off the lane. Suomi was slapping his stick for the pass, but then didn't accept the pass. Gets the puck, shoots it in.
Skipped over his stick.
Ivansov chips it into the corner. And Russia alertly, good heads-up play. Ivansov using the boards, helping his cause as they'll move it up ice. Verdenyan sent it up ice, and Buchelnikov missed with his shot. Centering pass right at the near circle as the battle goes below the goal line. Kulnumi pushing it along the boards, not out as Kulnumi again tries. Kind of a weak chip, can't clear the zone. Third time a charm? No, as he can't get that to go either. Then there's a scrum behind the play as Oliver Kapanen keeps pushing his man down, and that's been going on for about 20 seconds. And that's right in front of the official. Play continues. Back up to Duda. As Artem Duda fell, and finally Finland able to pop it free. Brad Lambert was trying to drive in hard. He goes hard into the back boards, trying to bring it to his forehand. He could not. It's going to hit out
nice play by Duda to poke check him to get the puck off the stick of Lambert.
That bounces right to Ivanov. And early indications that young man is very good and confident coming out and using his stick to play the puck. Bronislav. They'll leave it for Duda. Yorov. Back to Kormislav. He'll send it up ice. Miroshnichenko put on the brakes. Svechkov was looking at him, hoping for the pass in the slot. Couldn't get it to him. Miroshnichenko coming in, trying to power his way through, gets taken down. He was trying to drive that puck in front of the net. Koivunen, 1-on-2, and that flips and deflects out of play. Just a few more nights in Frisco, a beautiful part of Texas. We got a 2-2 tie in our feature matchup. Earlier today, our first semifinal, it was Canada-Sweden. It was the Connor Bedard show. Not one, not two. That was the dagger, Craig, as you pointed out. But he had 3, the hat trick, 8-1. Very impressive. Back underway in our feature semifinal as Jusala will dump it in. Poltopov tried to bring that play up the left side. Continues to work in the offensive zone as Jusala sends it up ice for Finland. Salamainen. As Finland offside, he's got to go and check up, and he will.
Play Finland. Not only physical effort, but you need a real significant mental discipline playing against them. Where you are on the ice, who you're playing against, where you're at, because they're so smart, the Finns, and they position themselves in areas where you just always have to be dialed in.
And that time, I just mentioned his puck play ability. Ivanov had to recover. He's all right. No worse for wear.
So here's the road to the final. Keep this in mind. After the quarterfinals, it's reseeded. So the top 4 teams from group play that advance into the semifinal are reseeded. It's used to be bracket. It is now a reseed after the quarterfinals. World Men's Championship, U18, U20.
There comes Michkov. He was on the forecheck, couldn't get the puck. Novikov dumps it back in. Off the stick and down the ice is Kapanen in pursuit of the puck. Kapanen tries a second time, falls, gets back up, continues to work. As Kormislav took it away and then dumps his man behind the net. Good physical check on Yuli. Michkov assessing options, sends it cross ice. As that shot's off a stick and out of play. So both teams looking to strike through here in the second period in a 2-2 tie.
A little tighter. Good contact there. And we just saw the bracket. And just quickly, if it was traditional bracket play, Canada would have played Russia in the first semifinal, and Finland would have been playing Sweden 1 versus 2 from each separate side. But because of the reseeding, it changes it now.
Duda right in front of the near boards at the center line. Hitting his man, looking for the puck. Pops free. And in comes Garamak. Playing the body, couldn't feed it. Near circle, get the shot away. Kotylievsky. Back up to the far point. Fired in by Figueroa. Duda's turn. He'll chip it in deep this time. Finland able to start it up ice. Kemmel leading the play up the right wing. Kemmel takes it wide around the net. Kemmel still with it, using his speed. He'll drop it off for Lepinen. Shoots through a screen and a stick save by Ivanov. Lepinen sends it across. Finland changing on the fly as the fake shot of Huhtinen, and then he missed. Lepinen bouncing puck, didn't get through. Knocked down by Russia and cleared via the backhand. As Melohov cleared some time and space. Miettinen, little hop in his step over the blue line. Miettinen shoots, and closing down the angle was Sergei Ivanov. He didn't give him a thing.
Yeah, he's got a real nice composure in the net. He's settled, he's not busy. Just moves real nicely. There's one through a screen where he's tracking and then coming right back here. Here's Miettinen. Real steady, consistent goaltending.
Another nice save is Suomi. Sends it across for Himosala. Wrist shot broken up, never found its mark. Venia Yura waits for help. Sends it cross ice, drop pass. Off a leg and right to Suomi. Stick goes flying, brought in offside. You were shaking your head a bit, Craig. What do you want to see Russia do a little differently here in the second?
Well, I'm shaking my head at Miroshnichenko again. He tries to make that play inside the offensive blue line. You got to work the play differently. You got to be changing your tactic against such a strong, disciplined, positional team like Finland. They're ready for that. We've seen him do it 3 times now. And I say he's going to learn while he hasn't shown any indication that he's learning. And I love creativity, and I want those players to try to do things, but
better Svechkov smelling an opportunity, tried to take advantage of the turnover. And another one courtesy Russia. That time it was the captain, as Chabrikov. He was taken off the puck, couldn't advance it forward anymore. But Chabrikov back on it, and he's on the move, cutting in, shoots! And a good effort to try get Koskenvuo out of position, but the Finnish netminder, 6'4", 181 pounds, he made the stop.
this is outstanding goaltending by Aku Koskenvuo. Chabrikov is a real good goal scorer. He's quick and he gets him trying to move, but as Koskenvuo is moving left to right, perfect position. That is great goaltending.
Finland just one loss in the tournament. It came in group play to the United States, and the U.S. tied that game with 2 seconds left and then passage off, scored in overtime. As that is the one blemish for Finland.
They only needed a point to clinch first. They were winning that game 4-3, and so I think it was one of those.
Right in front, shot, and what a good stop. Buchelnikov, and again, Koskenvuo answering the call for Finland. He's made some grade A stops. Rushing in and having to play it this time was Ivanov, quick to move the puck. Another turnover.
And hit the linesman.
So a good break for Finland. Can't, unfortunately, take advantage. As Michkov weaving, trying to create, he'll send it into the corner. Buchelnikov. Duda shovels it back in, looking for Matvey Michkov. And again, sent down the ice. Not enough for icing. Finland full change. Makarov to the near boards. Bouncing around for Kubievsky. Played back up to the point. Shot back in for Kubievsky. As he is in tough. He was pinned by Kulanumi. Penalty coming up. So this good work by Russia will have them back on the power play in a 2-2 tie.
A really good play down low by Kubievsky. Working, staying on the puck, and drawing the penalty here. There's the good work, and there's the hold, grabbing on. No question about it. We've said this time and time again from Koskenvuo. Quick shot, just following it perfectly and closing down and sweeping the puck out of harm's way. It's a real presence in the net.
So Kasper Kulanumi in the box for Finland. It's amazing too, out of Michkov 11 goals, 2 of them on the power play, the rest at even strength. So the young man, he loves to score, and he's got 2 on the power play, trying to give Russia the lead. Yoroshenchenko. Svechkov helping him out, he picks up the puck. Yurov's near circle. Yoroshenchenko assessing options, waiting, tries to slide it through, can't. Kubievsky. Yoroshenchenko slides it right through. Weak pass and just not quick and sharp enough. Looking for Yurov, couldn't find him.
In Russian hockey, they talk about young players and they say you play like a boy. What they mean by that is that you play like at a younger age. Miroshnichenko right now, he's more than capable, but he's making boy hockey mistakes.
So whistle down. there on the offside. And give Finland credit. They got the #1 penalty kill in the tournament coming into tonight. They've killed 12 of 13, 92%. Obviously a power play goal for Russia, though, in that first period. As both teams enjoying at least one goal on the power play in a 2-2 tie. 7 minutes remaining in this second period. And Russia trying to get set up. 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Chabrikov plays pass, gets it back. Sends it towards the net, still loose. Rebound, sprawling out. Still in the slot, scores! The captain, Nikita Chabrikov, buries it. Power play goal for his third of the tournament, and Russia pulls ahead.
Sometimes there's only so much a goaltender can do, and Koskenvuo makes a great save on the play by Lazutin right at the edge of the net. Great screening here, distraction by Poltapov, and the puck kicks in, and Lazutin kicks out with the right pad, but it kicks right back to Chabrikov. Chabrikov is too good not to finish on that one, but this save here, just stretching out as far as he can, and he just can't recover as the puck kicks back.
45.
Chabrikov is so patient. Poltapov gets the puck here below the goal line right at the top and feeds it back into Lazutin. And that great save, and then punched back into the slot. And Chabrikov buries it.
So 2 power play goals for Russia in the hockey game. Svechkov looking for more. Centering pass broken up. As Finland coming away with numbers. Koivunen tried to pass it off. Salminen, high shot missed over the net to the far boards. Leinen chipping for it, big collision right at the blue line. As Koivunen trying to hold the zone, cannot. And Russia, they were hoping for a change. Nearly got caught with too many men, but recovered, made the change okay. Play continues. Sapunov drives it in for Russia. Jimmy Suomi in the corner, works it free. Chips it near boards. As Michkov, as he usually does, he's looking for that opportunity on the turnover. Gets taken down, Gordinian jamming away near boards. Frees the puck back up top. Great shot. And that hit behind the net, and then a good pass alertly. There's a good opportunity, and there is your hero, the captain, as it's 3-2 Russia.
Tommy Lepinen, a pretty big man, gets his stick caught up into the feet of Michkov. That's where the penalty was.
And then took the shot in the back of the leg. So hurts for a couple of reasons. And Russia, can they bring the pain again on the power play as they'll get set up? Rodinyan. Chabrikov shoots through traffic. And again, finding it in the pile was Aku Koskenvuo. 2 power play goals in the game for Russia, including 1 from the captain.
Well, Nikita Chabrikov is a really gifted offensive player. Can shoot the puck. He's got the great hands. He can shoot the puck all in one motion. Eyes up, look for an opening. You love the test between a really good goaltender shutting down the net, really good goal scorers trying to find the slightest of openings. It's like a pitcher and a batter.
Puck controlled by Russia. Minute 35 remaining. That high shot, Chabrikov let it fly.
And that's an example. He takes that puck and he turns and it's off his stick in a nanosecond. That type of release screams NHL.
Well, McKenzie has him 19th on his list. He was selected by the Hurricanes, 48th overall in the CHL import draft in 2020.
Well, when you watch him take this pass and then turn and all in one motion, you know, kind of looking away, but he knows where he wants to put it on the net.
Yurov, Svechkov, throw it around as Yurov back on the puck near circle. Svechkov swings it back to the point. One-timer. As Russia working it to that far circle for Miroshnichenko.
Really good play. They're working the bumper with Svechkov and Urov, and then they kick it wide. What a save there by Koskinen. Again, just following it perfectly, trying to open up that one-timer for Miroshnichenko.
Good clear by Finland. You mentioned gold at the 2020 Youth Olympic Games, which is awesome for young athletes in many sports. Obviously hockey. Canada always sends a couple great squads in curling. One gold there, gold at the U17 World Hockey Challenge. And these players trying to harvest more gold here at the U18s. Urov on the puck, he'll send it down low, gets it back, 45 seconds remaining. Novikov, Urov walks in, down low, in front, rebound chance. Oh, so close. Svechkov had a great opportunity in front. Another blast wide as they try to tee up Miroshnichenko in that far circle. He's had a couple good slap shots set up.
He just robbed Svechkov.
Svechkov again, shoots, glove stop. Are you kidding? Acrobatic Aku does it again. He's keeping Finland alive.
Oh, he is keeping Finland alive. The only reason they're in this game right now, only down a goal, is because Koskinen. Unbelievable save on Svechkov. And then Svechkov gets another. This is the one, the right pad. Leg quickness. And then the next one, another real good little play here by Urov. Svechkov circles high. And after he circles high in that great save, then you look skyward.
Grodinyan at the blue line, he'll shovel it back. Already 6 shots on the power play, and there's number 7 into the glove of Koskinen. I mean, it's been relentless. Russia 29 shots, Finland 10, and you said it. There's your story right there.
Well, quality chances, quality shots, and he is the story. And Russia right now is trying to break them.
Isn't that in a Rocky movie?
Yeah, well, it could be, but you know, you think about great battles. I talk about it's like a 17-pitch battle between a pitcher and a hitter. You're throwing everything at the hitter is fighting off everything. Another great save with the left pad.
Back to 5-on-5 and a huge penalty kill, and your best penalty killer obviously was the goalie for Finland. Under 4 minutes to go in the second period. Entertaining semifinal. Russia has a 3-2 advantage. Driving right into the slot, trying to get the shot away. Well, as Poltapov did everything except get the shot on the goalie. Lambert trying to skate it out of his own zone, and he will. Still on the puck. Lambert still cruising. Nice moves from Brad Lambert. He's still on the puck. Fires it to the far point. Wrist shot. And Kulanumi gets it on, and he has not been very busy, Sergei Ivanov, but he'll make the stop. His 9th of 11 saves.
So again, I mean, it's just Koskinen time and time again. Here's another one. It's a little kick save, but in great position. Russia was up 3-1 and in really strong control of the game in the group play against Finland. And again, they had lots of chances to put the game away. Finland hangs around, gets 2 late goals, wins in a shootout. This script.
Kuchelnikov right in front, scores! He did it again! Nikita Chabrinkov, and Russia up by 2.
We talked in the earlier semifinal about being able to operate in tight space and being comfortable in it. Watch these hands by Nikita Chabrinkov. It's unbelievable. Moves up the ice, gets the puck back, and the puck's in. Look at all around it. There's 3 Finnish players around him. He not only is able to get the shot off, he's doing exactly what he wants. Turn, snap it quickly, 4-2, and you're trying to break the goaltender. Tell you what, there's no better way to do it than get your best players to put it behind them. Chibrikov with the 3rd and now the 4th goal. And a dominant second period for Russia.
He's now got 4 in the tournament, 2 in the hockey game. Nikita Chabrinkov plays for St. Petersburg in the KHL this season, and a big collision right in front of us. Kapanen's stick went flying, he went down, and Novikov was the guy that banged him up. And he's going to hang around that area because the box is going to open and he's going to have a seat.
Well, Novikov steps right up on Kapanen, and more than anything, it's an opportunity for Finland where they haven't had any in this second period. I don't know if he's more relaxed. He doesn't look more relaxed, Albert Lefchev. Hooking penalty now to Finland. They just took away their advantage.
Just like that.
I'm looking at, oh, there's the coach, and he knows it too. I mean, you have an opportunity to claw yourself back into a game on a power play in the second period where you've been dominated, and now you take it away just like that.
It's a game of swings, a game of emotion and frustration right now. And what a period for Nikita Chibrikov. 2 goals. Russia up by 2. Final stages of this second period. And 4-on-4 hockey as Finland looking for a late spark. Lambert using his speed. He got knocked down, lost the puck. As Svechkov tries to give it go, another big collision. Yurov in the middle of it, and still finishing his check on Malainen as they got tangled up along the boards. Russia collects in their own zone as Makarov stretches for Yurov. He'll skate it in himself. Yurov delays, waits. Makarov. Yurov had already left. He wanted to change. He's going to take it. Svechkov's turn. He'll slide it to the far point. Chibrikov battling, puts on the brakes, still with it. Sends it to the blue line, gets it back. Chibrikov skating in towards the net. Kind of that late delay snapshot, and the save from Koskenvuo.
Wow. Let me see. Look at these 2 young players, Mishkov and Chibrikov. Kucherov, Ovechkin, Kovalchuk, Tarasenko, Kuznetsov. It's unbelievable. You talk about joining elite company, Hall of Famers. Some of the best ever.
Pretty remarkable. And obviously they have another period and another game to come in this tournament. And there's a look at Finland.
Yeah, Patrick Laine, who was pretty good. Miro Heiskanen, who was such a force on the blue line. Michael Granlund, who's had a pretty terrific NHL career, but Tuomola, who's a terrific player, very highly skilled, a first-round pick in my view in the NHL draft. Koivunen, just a really smart player.
Can Finland strike one late? Jusola starts the play. Gets the return pass. Jusola spins around in the corner. Still with it. He'll dish up top. Oh, what a move right in the slot. Suomi had a chance, whiffed on it. Kapanen backs him up. He's got the puck. Final minute, second period. Kapanen. He'll drop it off. Gets it back cross ice. Centering pass in the slot. Only Russian sticks as Jusola. He was in deep but couldn't get a good chance. And up the ice the other way, getting back is Suomela. Tough angle shot. Tried to sneak it in.
That was Mishkov. He's always thinking. He's always looking for the slightest of openings. Goalie gives him something. He's going to try to take advantage.
Well, we saw the lacrosse-style goal. Connor Bedard attempted that earlier today and was very close. Admitted that he should have scored it. He said that I just kind of lost where the net was. Was disappointed that he didn't score it. Shockingly, a goal scorer feels they're going to score every time. I love it.
Connor's going to have to be better. As simple as that.
Here's Yurov up the right side, pushed off the puck. Just a few seconds remaining. Maybe one last shot. Time winding down, and yeah, a little too late as Lambert. The shot late, and the captain, you always rely on your leadership in big games, and what a big second period. As the captain came through with a couple of goals, Nikita Chibrikov An outstanding job. Russia leads 4-2. Speaking of outstanding, Team Canada into the gold medal game for the first time since 2013. We'll hear from members of Team Canada coming up next in your intermission, hosted by Laura Dykin and Dave Poulin on TSN.
Through a series of free webinars focusing on growing the game and women's leadership. Register today at hockeycanada.ca/pond to podium. 2 periods down, 1 more to go in this semifinal between Finland and Russia, and it's been all Russia since that first period. 2 goals for the Russians, and they've been out shooting the Finns now 32-12. And Aku Koskenvuo, if it wasn't for him, Finland would be down by multiple goals here, and I mean double-digit goals really. But when it comes to Finland, they didn't really have their #1 goaltender coming into this tournament, but he's really grabbed the reins.
He has certainly grabbed the reins. The big guy, 6'4", and early on we actually had a package built with Finnish defenders, and they were doing a really nice job early on of keeping Russia away from the net. And then eventually, Koskenvuo just took over the period. Watch in particular the legs. Watch how quick his feet are. And it's an interesting thing to talk about with a goaltender that big, because when his feet are that quick, he can cover an awful lot of net. You can just see some of these saves, and he's just really frustrating the Russian shooters. Does a really nice job. And finally, it's on a power play. And watch the play. He makes a great save. And then it's actually Lazutin that chips the puck back over the pile, and Chabrikov, the captain, that's the little chip back over the goaltender, and Chabrikov's on the weak side. And then after that, he was even better. So this is at 3-2, and you're thinking, wow, if he can keep holding him in the game like this, you know, Russia's got to be pretty concerned.
Koskenvuo has committed to Harvard. He'll be the first Finnish player to play at Harvard, so that's pretty impressive there as well. We showed you Nikita Chibrikov's goal there in the second period. It was really his period, as he got the only goals in the period. I keep saying period over and over again. But he's one of those players, you know, a lot with COVID going on. A lot of these players didn't necessarily see a lot of ice time, but he played in all 3 different levels of Russian hockey this year.
He did, and Craig Button calls him elite goal-scoring winger. And he used another Nikita as a reference, and that was someone named Kucherov down in Tampa Bay. So that's pretty heady company. And the hips around there on that break, really, really evident. His release is so quick. Hips around, shot, shooter's mentality, and 2 big, big goals for Russia in that second period to give them a 2-goal lead.
We heard Craig mention that when these teams played in the preliminary round, Finland was down 2 heading into the third period. They came back, forced a shootout, won in the shootout. So we'll see if the same can repeat itself this time around, or if the Russians can hang on for the victory. Well, Canada, as we know, off to the gold medal game on Thursday. We'll hear from Connor Bedard after today.
And there's a look at your second period scoring summary in our second semifinal of our coverage. Russia up 4-2, and Chabrikov, the captain. I mean, what can you say? Power play goal, 2 goals. He's got 3 points in the hockey game, and they are looking very strong to finish up and win this hockey game. Brian Mudryk joined by Craig Button. And you wear the C on your chest, Craig. Obviously, leadership comes in many different ways, but when you're getting it done offensively, that's a huge boost as well.
Well, he's a highly skilled player, and Chabrikov, you know, has had some chances in this game, but, you know, you give him enough and he's going to be able to finish, because he's too good not to finish. And despite some of the great saves by Koskenvuo, ultimately Chabrikov is going to find a way. He's hungry, he's around the net, he's always probing, and there's the puck kicking right out to him, and he buries it. But when he scores the second goal, the brilliance of his hands in tight, he's surrounded by the Finnish players, and yet he can operate perfectly in tight. And he snaps that behind Koskenvuo. Make no mistake about it, a top-end player like Chabrikov, and the battle he's had with Koskenvuo, he's feeling pretty darn good right now that he's found a way to beat him twice, because Koskenvuo had his number before that.
So Russia 20 minutes away from facing Team Canada in that gold medal game, but they have to finish strong. As you know, the Finns not going anywhere. Weird bounce right at the side of the net and driving in. As Kapanen trying to convert in front. A good steal right at the blue line. Dished in by Koivunen. Kapanen in the vicinity. Couldn't get there in time. Good body check, but freed up by Miroshnichenko.
Sir Albert Leshev, the coach of Russia, all you have to do is tell your team to remind them, we were up 2 goals against Finland in the group play. Don't let up.
You know, they've had their ups and downs, right? Remember, Russia was down to the United States 5-1 in group play, paddled back and won that game. And overtime. It's been a very exciting tournament. Lots of momentum swings and changes.
The goalie got pulled at 5-1. It wasn't the goaltender's fault. And then from the time Russia owned the game, they completely dominated the U.S. And it was one of those games where the U.S. took full advantage of their arc, but Russia never quit. And they did dominate that game.
Salmon, a nice face-off win.
Sometimes you say it's because another team collapsed or whatnot. Not in that case. It was Russian dominance.
Useless shot hit his own teammate. Chabrikov chips it in. Lazutin will open up the scoring in this hockey game on the forecheck, and Chabrikov bangs it right back in. Suomi can't clear, turnover. Koltopov, Chabrikov in front, and the tip wide, and then taken down was Lazutin.
That play by Chabrikov where he takes that puck and then he gets it quickly into the slot. Those are the things you have to do at the National Hockey League level. And those are the skills that he possesses that will afford him a great opportunity to be successful at the NHL level.
Bermislav up for Michkov, picked off. And Suomi back in his own zone. Russia changing. Michkov the only guy on the forecheck. And brought in offside as Kasper Kulonumi blasts it in.
There's Nikita Chabrikov. Good positioning with the puck, understands where to be, and we've seen him be able to take advantage again. That puck comes down into the corner. He wants it, but look how quickly. He already knows what he's going to do. Zip it into the slot. One of the things with high-end players, when you get to the higher levels and you get to the NHL, top-end players are going to love being able to try to take advantage of the smart, skilled plays by a player like Chabrikov.
Kulonumi drives it in. That hit the hand of Sapunov, stung him a bit, but he's into the play. Shakes it off, makes the pass. Ivansov dumps it in. Goes into the corner, tries to get the puck. Finland coming in numbers is Pavaranta. Shaken down, falls down. Melahoff. His teammates were offside, gets tripped up at the blue line. And a penalty coming up, so delayed penalty call. As you can see, Ivanov to the bench, extra attacker out, and Russia gonna go in the power play. They'll try to get set up here. Svechkov with speed, accepts the pass, moves in, and the shot off a stick and out of play. So Russia back on the power play.
Neutral zone penalty by Finland. Just reaching in, catching the skate. With Bill Armstrong, the GM of the Arizona Coyotes. Longtime scout, player personnel director, and Bob Murray, the GM of the Anaheim Ducks. They got some really good young players in Anaheim.
So Nico Huutonen in the box. Slap shot wide as Miroshnichenko loaded up, missed the mark, and all the way back down to Russia territory. Novikov will set up behind his netminder.
And that's Nico Huutonen's second penalty in this game. He took that penalty in the offensive zone where Finland down a goal had a chance to get back into the game. Down 2 goals at that time when he took that offensive zone hooking penalty.
Miroshnichenko plays pass. Gets it back, Miroshnichenko. Walks in, waits, space, and shoots, scores! He picked the top corner, walking in. Ivan Miroshnichenko buries it. And Russia, another power play goal. It's 5-2.
Oh, there's a long this play. Work it quietly, move it back and forth. Maybe even lull the Finns into a false sense of security. And Miroshnichenko makes no mistake about it. He just moves in. Okay, where's my spot? Quick turn. You can see how he fakes. Koskenvuo down to the ice just enough to open it up over the shoulder on the glove side. Gets him the bite just enough and buries it.
Not even 4 minutes into this third period, another power play goal for Russia, and a big smile, and why not? Miroshnichenko has 5 on the tournament. You mentioned that Youth Olympic gold they won. He was second in tournament scoring that year to Michkov in 2020. As Michkov had 14 points in that Youth Olympics. So the mountain a little bit bigger now for Finland, down by 3 in this third period. Russia able to clear the zone. Poltopov moved it up ice. Chabrikov on the forecheck, shot in by Suomi into the far corner. Tuomala, he leaves it, but it's picked up by Chabrikov, the captain. Up ahead for Lazutin. He lost it, popped off his stick. Kapanen, he's stripped of the puck. And another penalty coming up. So roughing on Poltopov.
Albert Leshev isn't looking as anxious as he was at the end of that first period.
Well, he might be if they pop one here. You never know.
So Poltopov reaches in. That's the roughing penalty. The top of your screen.
Good face-off win for Russia. Pumped down the ice. Suomi back in his own zone. Finland will try get set up. Tuomola speeds in through the legs, drives play below the goal line. Into the corner it goes, spun around by Sapunov to the near point. And that pass, I think a stick just got in the way and able to tick it out into neutral ice. Salminen racing after it with Matika. Matika in the corner, chips it off the boards. Suomi picks it up with the blue line. He'll dish it off. Salminen switching places, gets the pass back. Salminen tries the centering pass in front, bouncing puck, weak shot, and Russia able to collect as Matika had a pretty good chance. Not a good shot though. Suomi sends it far circle, wrist shot high in the glove. And played, bouncing into the near corner. Salminen keeps it in, gets the pass back. Salminen walks in, he'll dish it off. He'll switch places this time with Koivunen. Koivunen feathers it up top. Wrist shot, and deflects and goes wide. And frustration, it comes out. You can see as Samu Tuomala just, the body language not good right now for Finland. They got to find a way to claw back. Here's Lambert in his own zone. Less than 20 seconds to go to man advantage. Lambert chips it to himself, picks it up far boards. Pardon me, near boards. Sent far circle. That wrist shot scores! Beautiful slice. Joakim Kemell picked his spot. A great shot. And Finland still alive. It's 5-3.
Yeah, that was a great shot. And just a little innocent looking play, and Kemell picks the spot and moves right in, and over that glove hand of Ivanov. That should put a little spark into Finland's step. Yeah, Poltopov, who took that roughing penalty in the offensive zone. Happiness and sadness.
So that's sniped with just 9 seconds left in the power play. And special teams has certainly been a big factor in this hockey game. As Finland 2 for 3, Russia 3 for 5. So both teams taking advantage on the man advantage. And Finland within 2 in this third period. Rostinen.
Going back to the first period, Finland had a short-handed penalty shot. And Miettinen was stopped by Ivanov.
So you saw the head coach, Albert Leshev, shaking his head a little earlier. Pressure Elevating maybe a little bit now. Only a 2-goal cushion. You never know. We've seen leads in this tournament evaporate in an instant. As that shot labeled for the top corner, Michkov let it fly. It's been a common theme. A lot of the goals have been just picking your spot. The corners available, and these players, high-end skill, finding them.
Michkov, Chibukov, Miroshnichenko.
They were just ripping corners, man.
Like right, Connor Bedard.
Great shooting in this semi-final day on TSN has been fantastic. Pass in tight, Figuerin. His shot never got through, blocked. Back up top. Kormislav around the net. Kormislav still with it. Russia changing behind the play. And he'll throw it towards the net. I believe a crease violation. The Russian player in the crease. They'll blow it down immediately. Face off outside the zone. Finland with some life, though. They pulled within 2.
Oh, we're looking here at an injured Russian player, but Brad Lambert comes in. I mean, that should have been a penalty. There's no question that should have been a penalty. It looked like head contact. It looked like a late hit. Shocked that that wasn't called.
And
Vladislav, the Russian player, right over the bridge of the nose.
That was Vladislav Sapunov needing some attention. He'll have a souvenir from Frisco. Not one he wanted. There's the puck. The battle is on. Russia trying to free it. And Sapunov in the vicinity. It is freed up towards the front of the net. Suomi trying to push his man around. Vasilevsky. Little backhand flip below the goal line. Melahov. He can't free it. Controlled by Yosola. He'll skate it up slowly into neutral ice. A gentle dump. He'll go off for a change. Tomala lost it at the blue line. Sumala picks him up, and he'll drop it back. Featheranta up top, shot tipped, and just wide. Chance from the below the goal line, and it was shot by U18, who's taken a couple of minor penalties that has cost his team, and he nearly struck from a tough angle. Then U18 gets dumped right in front. Wrist shot Kemmel off a body high.
That was a real commitment by Miroshnichenko to block that shot. Really good play. We saw that in other games. Here's the hit on Sapunov. There is no way that that can't be a penalty. And here he is. A little sting with the alcohol.
And there you go. There's the cover up. Bridge in the nose. Smile. Yeah, let's roll.
There's Brad Lambert.
Nearing the midway point of this third period. As Finland controls off the draw. Lambert spinning around, shoots, knocked down in front.
Another good play by Miroshnichenko. Getting into the area to block the shot.
Malainen sends it across for Kulanumi. And that is
up and out of play.
Over the glass. And again, it's worth mentioning, it's been really nice to see young children, fans wearing the Russia flags, Finland colors. It's been really awesome at Comerica Center here in Texas, about 20 minutes north of downtown Dallas. Look at the young fans. Great to see kids having fun. They've been getting some pucks from players, enjoying the action. It's awesome to see life a little bit more back to normal.
In that Russian-USA game, the fans, the very few of them, the Russian fans behind the Russian bench started chants of Rosseyal. And then the U.S. fans got into the USA. It was actually really fun to hear that kind of an exchange.
It was great when Passagov scored in this building. There's fans right in front of us. They all jumped up cheering, and we couldn't see play. As Kemmel brings it in, wrist shot off the body. And I didn't mind at all because I'm just so excited to hear people booing and having fun and having a few beverages in the crowd. It's been really nice. Emosami brings it in. Alexei Amos Alni lost the puck, backed up by Kapanen. Kapanen in the corner, trying to spin away from his check. And that pass, I believe, hit Kotylievsky and all the way down the ice. Lambert kicks it to his stick. Head up, he'll flip the backhand, though, nearly gives it away. Mironchenko coming in with space, time in, back in, oh, what a move! As he buried it, Ivan Mironchenko, another beauty, highlight reel goal. It's 6-3.
He had 2 shot blocks earlier in this period, and we saw the goal before those shot blocks. Patience, poise, fabulous hands, open up the goaltender. You're going to see it all right here. These are ones, let's just let the picture tell the story. Unbelievable. You talk about opening up a goaltender and